Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Jake, and today I'm gonna be doing a Pierre Bourne cook-up video. And yeah, before I start, can you all subscribe real quick? But yeah, let's get into it. So I got a loop. It sounds like this. Yeah, so the loop credit goes to Run It Knee. I'll have his Instagram and his YouTube down below, and yeah, his melodies are crazy, man. So yeah, we're gonna be using one of his. Pretty much what I like to do when I get a sample right away is just chop it up. Alright, so once you have your sample chopped up, I usually arrange the beat in a way I like it before I start to add the drums. Alright, so we have a basic structure down. I'm just gonna add another verse. Alright, so we have our structure. But I'm gonna start over here. Usually what Pierre Bourne does is just a pretty basic hi-hat pattern. So I'm gonna find a nice hi-hat. Alright, so I'm debating between this and this or that. I'm gonna go with this one. I can switch it after. Alright, so basically what I usually do is I start a two-step just all the way through and just build off from there. Alright, something like that. We just have our clapping. He usually likes to add some bounce, so I have a couple snares here from the Carti drum kit. I also have a link below. Alright, so I decided to go with this perk right here. I'm gonna add a little bit of bounce. That's something just pretty basic. I know he likes to add a lot of perks. Keep the pattern like fairly simple, and then just add a couple perks, which is what I usually do. I usually either use the Rip X rim or the USB rim. Alright, so I just added a rim shot. Usually in the Carti kit I use the USB or the X rim. So I'm just something like that. One thing I always do is I always just go bonkers with the velocity on these. So one thing Pierre does is he likes to randomize his hi-hats. So you want to go Alt-R if you're on Windows. You pull up this randomizer. You want to do a little bit of pan and a little bit of velocity. You see at the bottom it changes it up. You don't have to do it manually. And it adds a little bit more bounce. Alright, so next we're going to add some effects. Usually I got these from the Carti drum kit. This is a really nice one to put at the beginning of your beat. So I'm going to just pitch this down. I like that. Alright, we're also going to be doing something with automation clips later. Alright, next is our 808s. You have two ways to go. There's a 808, which is really popular right now, and of course the spins 808. But I think Pierre likes to use more this type of 808. Alright, so we got our 808 in there. One thing I always do before I start making stuff is I boost it up a little bit. I'll just go over here, turn the attack down, the hold all the way up. Just do these type of settings. Alright, it makes it so let's say I go here. As soon as I let go, it stops. It doesn't really drag on. So our melody was in D minor. I'm gonna use somewhere around here, but just to hear the 808s better, I'm gonna move it up. So I'm gonna try to make a real quick pattern. gonna just extend the 808 so it holds for a little bit longer. Alright, and of course, we gotta move it down. Just like that. Bring the velocities up. Sometimes, what he likes to do is just bring it up to here, to the 6. Up here on the 6. Another thing Pierre likes to do is keep his 808 patterns repetitive. You can always make another pattern. I usually do, but just for the sake of this video, we're going to keep it fairly simple. Now for the verse, I don't like to bring in my rim shots right away. So I'm going to keep it like this. So what I'm going to do for my verse is I'm going to keep the rim shots out. For the chorus, I'm going to bring it in. I'm also going to try to do a little stop right here. So I'm going to take out this main 808 right at the beginning, right when it hits. It just adds a little bit more of a kind of spacey effect. I don't know why. It gives the artist a little bit more room. It just does something a little fancy. Usually with a bridge, I don't keep anything in. Maybe just the hi-hat, but I'm thinking about keeping the 808 melody in there. Now I'm going to take out this little roll here that we added. A little bit more dramatic. Now we're back on our verse, so we have to take away the rim shots. Now, I would keep the rim shots in here because it kind of makes the verse 1 and the verse 2 a little different. That's what I mostly do. Now, when it comes to your second chorus, I like to keep it pretty much the same, except I like to do this. I like to take out the hi-hats for a little bit. I like to take out the snare, and sometimes I just go like this. Now here that we have a little choppy, we kind of have like a choppy 808 section, and it sounds good. Just bring it down an octave. It's a little strategy. It doesn't fix it all the time, but if you want to keep adding to your 808 pattern, you can. I'm just for the sake of the video, for the time, you know, I'm not gonna add another pattern. Alright, so pretty much here we only have until the ending. So pretty much what I like to do is I like to just keep the clap in the 808. The first thing you want to do to automate is your volume. So you go right here, create automation clip, right on the master volume, and this little thing pops up. Now, you hear in a lot of beats the rising intro type of sound. So to do that, you just go like that. So you're gonna right click on to make a new point, and you can just drag around what you want to change. Now it sounds like this. So yeah, it kind of rises into this. Now another thing I like to do with my bridge, and sometimes the ending and the beginning, is I like to add fruity love filter or fruity chord, and pretty much it just adds some panning. So you'll hear it right away. We don't have a automation clip set up yet, so you want to just click on this little knob right here, left click it, and create automation clip. So once you have an automation clip for love filter, it's a little different. When the effect isn't on, you want it always to be down. So what I'm doing here is I'm just gonna do it for the intro. I'm also adding it a little bit here for the bridge, and then as well as the ending. And yeah, so this is pretty much your beat that you're gonna end up with for a Playboi Carti beat. Again, big shout out to Run It Knee. His stuff will be in the description. And yeah, this is how the final beat sounds. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Of course the beat will be available for download and purchasing in the link below. And yeah, have a good rest of your night guys. Peace.